All right, everybody, all the comics come up here. Your first comedian in the hot seat. Give it up for Corey Bennett.
Hey, Corey, what kind of hairbrush do you use? A balloon?
Hey, Corey. Oh, man. Hey, Corey, if you're here, who's sitting on the wall right now? You look like Frumpty Dumpty.
Corey looks like Homer Simpson's fetus.
Corey can't tell time. He also can't tell when it's time to get off stage.
It's not my fault.
Corey isn't albino, he's algano.
Corey's so fat, he thought a glory hole was a donut.
When Corey's parents enrolled him in Christian school, he asked, which guy is Christian?
Corey's so gay, his name is Corey.
Corey discovered the dating app Grindr after a long, lonely night of Googling sandwiches.
Corey looks and smells like sourdough starter. I mean, inbred, am I right?
Corey is the TikTok white woman I want to be.
The only people going to be at your funeral are going to be the Westboro Baptist Church protesting it.
Last call. Corey looks sad that when he was an altar boy, no one wanted to molest him. All right, everybody, give it up for Corey Bennett in the hot seat. All right, up next in the hot seat, give it up for Thomas Friday. And go.
Thomas Friday looks like he says, "Oh gosh," after he comes.
Thomas Friday is the genie that comes out when you rub two moccasins together.
Okay. Thomas lost his virginity before I met him, but I couldn't tell.
Thomas has resting simp face.
Thomas Friday. Why Friday? Why not any other day of the week? Is it because they handed out the smallpox blankets on a Friday?
You told me once that you don't know anything about your culture and that you're Christian. You're basically a colonizer's dream.
Thomas Friday, I wonder what your spirit animal would be.
Whoa. Rhymes with maggot.
I was gonna say pussy, jeez.
Thomas Friday's Native American name is Can't Make Eye Contact.
Thomas Friday eats fast food for most meals. Coincidentally, fast food is also what he calls going down on Morgan.
Corey might be the gay one, but him and Thomas are both bottoms.
I could top you.
After Thomas Friday bombs the open mic set, when he walks home, that's also known as the Trail of Tears. Last call for Tom. All right, everybody, give it up for Thomas Friday in the hot seat. All right, up next, give it up for Janel Chavira in the hot seat.
Every time Janelle tells a joke, a Mexican gets deported.
Janelle, what branch of military are you in again? The Salvation Army?
Janel says she was in the Navy. She just snuck on a boat from Mexico all the way here.
Hey, Janelle. Have you ever heard of a hair conditioner?
Give it up for Janelle, Ceviche, whatever. I thought I smelled seafood in here.
Janelle looks like she falls asleep to mukbang videos.
Janelle's version of a home-cooked meal is Taco Bell.
Okay, you guys were being mean. I personally find Janelle very attractive. What can I say? I love a big mustache.
Janelle just got her driver's license 2 years ago, which is a shame because she could probably stand to walk more.
Janelle was talking about her boyfriend punching her in the face earlier. She looks like she could take a punch, honestly.
Janelle doesn't smoke weed because she's afraid she'll get the munchies and eat the same amount she normally does.
Janelle looks like Dora the Explorer of high fructose corn syrup.
God, you guys are so mean. I find Janelle very attractive. What can I say? I have a caveman fetish.
Last call for Janelle.
Hey, how long was your commute from Home Depot?
All right, give it up for Janelle Chavira. All right, everybody up next in the hot seat, give it up for Shae Miller. And go.
I don't have a roast for Shae. I think she could beat me up.
Shae's a witch. She looks like she would say the N-word when Mercury's in retrograde.
Shae says she's a sailor. Popeye's a real fucking sailor. Shae is more like a drunk olive oil that ate the spinach.
Shae looks like her glasses fog up when she's yelling at minorities.
Just Janelle. And my husband sometimes.
Shae claims to be witchy, which for her means browsing the Halloween section at Target.
Shae's cup size is double mastectomy.
Brock, you're just mad because she has a bigger dick than you.
You can also find her bra size at Janelle's work at Home Depot. It's called 2x4.
Shae has punchlines like she has tits. She doesn't. I'm gonna just stick to the glasses.
Shae's tiny body is jealous of her thick ass glasses.
Shae's firstborn almost died of starvation after 2 weeks of just feeding off the nipple.
Shae giving birth is the only time she's ever had a decent delivery.
Last call.
Wait, hold on. Shae has one-liners. They're her eyebrows right there.
All right, everybody, give it up for Shae Miller. All right, up next in the hot seat, Mike Hanson. Don't break that stool, bro. Okay, good.
Mike, thank you for taking time between your first and second dinner to be here.
Mike's mom died of lung cancer. His dad has lung cancer, and he has sleep apnea. Man, no one can breathe in that family.
After your 2 dinners, what do you have for dessert? Steak?
Mike looks like he calls ice when his Taco Bell order is wrong.
You dress like a 10-year-old boy's idea of a rapper.
He looked like he ate all the miles. 8 Mile, come on. All right. In high school, Mike was actually voted most likely to out Pizza the Hut.
If stuffed crust was a person.
I'm surprised Mike is here. He told me he has PTSD, puffy tits, small dick.
Mike likes guns, but he says he's not a racist. He just works at a school district.
Last call for Mike.
Everybody's talking shit about Mike right now, but I feel like we all need to take a second and be thankful he missed his parole date for this. And I think that's a good thing.
Mike looks like he comes biscuits and gravy. And I am oddly turned on by
Mike reminds me of my dad. My name's Corey, not faggot, Dad.
Mike used to race stock cars. What was your number? 88XL?
All right, give it up for Mike Hanson. All right, up next in the hot seat, give it up for the little guy, Brock Terrano. Yeah, somebody pick him up. Somebody. No, Morgan, pick him up. No?
Brock.
He's-
Brock.
Sorry, go ahead.
Brock, when you shower, is the water always cold?
Brock, I haven't heard the word tattletale since I was your height.
I heard that Brock dated a stripper once, so just like Thomas, he goes for girls out of his league.
Brock is handsome and he's funny and he's charming. People always wonder why he's single. It's not because he's short. It's because he's a fucking asshole.
Brock looks like he wants ups, but has downs.
Brock gets political sometimes, but I'm proud of Brock because he has a voice of a very small minority.
I was gonna talk shit about Brock, but that lady right there just stood up to take a video of him. And she was sitting down for the rest of us.
Brock's a libertarian. He likes small government, or as he calls it, government.
Someone started a rumor that Brock is racist, but who would he be racist to? He has no black friends.
Brock said he was homeless and couch surfed for many years. I was like, more like Ottoman surf.
I can understand why people would think Brock is racist. He looks like he's a member of the K. Mike recruited him.
He looks like he's trying to start a 3rd grade break.
Brock looks like he just wrapped a photo shoot for Fisher-Price.
Brock is a good guy, you guys. He helped raise his ex-girlfriend's kid. Sadly, she left him when the kid turned 5. She was turned off when the kid became the same size as Brock.
Brock dates bikini baristas because he can't pull a real stripper.
When were you gonna tell me you hit rock bottom?
All right, everybody, give it up for Brock Terrano. Yeah, we need to save your DNA so we can, when you go extinct, we can make more of you. Yeah. All right, everybody, up next in the hot seat, give it up for Alison Rose.
Alison owns a restaurant down the street. She was gonna name it after herself, but Horse and Cow was already taken.
That's it. No one else has any other.
Alison reminds me of Velma Dinkley, but without the mystery-solving capabilities.
So Alison is Jewish and has ADHD. She has trouble paying attention. Have you ever tried a concentration camp?
Surprisingly, 3 years later after COVID, Alison still practices COVID protocols at home. Because every night when she lays in her bed, her titties social distance.
Alison, if you're here, who's drinking all the Fireball at your bar right now?
Alison looks like a member of Jimmy Eat Everything.
Alison, you and I do have something in common. I also have men I call daddy sending me eggplant emojis. Are you also from Shelton?
Alison has a master's degree that she doesn't use anymore. Instead, now she just fucks employees by the dumpster.
Alison likes cavemen, so that means she can't watch the Flintstones without getting wet.
Alison looks good for her age.
What, you look good for 45.
You look good despite all the odds.
Alison is such an alcoholic and a Jew that she calculated how much she spent on beer every year, determined she's going to save $20 if she opens her own restaurant. All right, everybody, give it up for Alison Rose. All right, last up in the hot seat, give it up for Morgan Colis.
Olive Morgan shows, sponsored by Planned Parenthood.
So Morgan's part of the LGBTQ. If you're wondering what her pronouns are, it's dumb cunt.
He can say that, he's a midget.
Guys, I don't know, Morgan is actually very sweet.
That's because she sucks your dick. Shut up.
She does baby voice to me all the time. She actually wants me to do it back, but I'm afraid if I do it too much, she'll abort me.
Speaking of abortions, Morgan is very open about the abortions that she's had. Even her dad knows about them. He just doesn't know which ones were his.
The other ones were with Alison's dad.
He's got a type.
Morgan has a huge pussy, and I'm not just talking about her boyfriend right here. Morgan's vagina is so big that Thomas is thinking about starting a casino in it.
Damn! Morgan is half my age, which means I'm old enough to be her father, and hopefully after tonight, just like her father, I never have to see her again.
Morgan only feels sexy when she's showing skin, but she's also coming to terms that she's not a size small anymore, so she's technically showing more skin. Actually, Morgan had a really bad eating disorder like a long time. But that was back when I first fell in love with her because she looked great.
Yo, domestic violence awareness month will only save you so much, Thomas. Chill the fuck out.
Morgan, typically when women date older men, it's for their money. What are you doing?
Morgan recently went, like Tommy said, went from a size small to a size medium. Uh-oh, looks like another abortion's coming.
Morgan once told me that Thomas lives in her head rent-free, which is crazy because she lives in his house rent-free.
Thomas is smart because Morgan is bipolar and it's tax day next week, so he can claim her twice. Morgan, we texted Morgan and asked her what's off limits for the chat group for this roast tonight. And she said nothing's off limits. So I'm like, yeah, we know you're a whore.
Morgan recently said that she's getting off her antipsychotics, which means she's going to be a serial killer any day now. And honestly, good for her. I hate Thomas.
Morgan labels herself as bi, which I think is pretty close. All that's missing is TCH.
Morgan, like we said, recently went from a size small to a size medium. This is referring to her clothing size, not her boyfriend's wiener size. 2 for 1!
All right, give it up for Morgan Colis in the hot seat. All right.